Good morning, Matt Dela Cruz here with the Winning Minds Group, part of the John Maxwell team. Welcome to Mondays with Matt, and happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend, and I know this week's going to be a great week for all of us. Why? Because it's the state of mind that I have. I believe that. And I want you to believe that as well, that every single day is a great day. In fact, it was interesting. Years ago, I remember I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I got into an elevator, and it was just pouring down rain. I didn't have an umbrella. I didn't have a raincoat. And this older gentleman that was in the elevator, he was prepared, obviously. I was not prepared for the rain. And I mean, literally, it was pouring, and I was soaking wet. My suit was wet, and if you wear a wool suit, I mean, it just gets ruined. But anyway, this guy's sitting there. He's got his rain hat on. He's got his raincoat on. He's got his big old galoshes and an umbrella. This guy did not want to get wet. And on elevators, most people don't always are looking at the numbers or, what floor it's on. Me, I kind of looked at him and said, hey, good morning. What a great day. And he kind of smiled at me and looked at me and said, son, every day above ground is a great day. And I said, that's a good point. And he says, remember, today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. And he says, you can open up your gift every single day, and it could be whatever you want it to be. But he says, live in the present. And don't worry about yesterday. Yesterday is gone forever. And, I sat there and I thought about that. I said, what a great attitude this guy has. And I want you to think about that same thing, because something so simple like that, to where, think about it, every day above ground is a great day. There's a lot of people that didn't get that opportunity like we got today. And today is a gift. That's why they do call it the present. So let's live in the present. Yesterday was gone last night. It's gone forever. Don't worry about tomorrow, because you can't worry about tomorrow. Don't have the doubts. Don't be fearful of what's in store for you, because if you keep that positive state of mind, you're going to see that every single day is going to be the outcome that you're looking for, as long as you believe that. So let's start with this week, and let's start today as you view this. Let's start today and think about what are the possibilities and the good things that are going to come our way. Who are the people that we're going to come in contact with that we can impact? What are some of the good deeds that we can do to help our fellow employee or a fellow peer or a fellow client? What are some of the things that we can do to reach out and help somebody else? Because today is a great day. That's why they call it the present. So until next Monday, you make it a great day. Live with passion and live intentionally. Thanks. Good morning, Matt Dela Cruz here with the Winning Minds Group, part of the John Maxwell team. Welcome to Mondays with Matt. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a great weekend, and really looking forward to a good week. Kick off the week today, and I'm glad you're going to kick it off with me today, and just get excited about the week. I always tell people, that one of the best things to do to prepare yourself for every single day, especially to kick off the week, especially if you're coming off a long weekend or a vacation, it's one of the hardest things to do is to get into the groove or get into the rhythm, and that's really what it is. But it all starts with the state of mind. See, one of the things that we have to do is we need to push out, intentionally, need to push out fear, and you need to push out worry. Because those are the two biggest negative emotions that really hold people back, fear and worry. I remember years ago when Zig said, my mentor said, that fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real, if you looked at it as an acronym, false evidence appearing real. So in other words, it is false. And in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about it's not about fear. It's not about fear of failure or fear of rejection. It's we create this in our mind. So when you start with a positive state of mind, happy thoughts, magical moments, whatever you want to call it, that's really where it starts. And I'll give you a perfect example, because one of my favorite quotes in the book Think and Grow Rich. In fact, here I'll read it from my journal. Now remember, this was in 1936, so don't be offended, especially if you hear how it's said. But this is what it said, and I quote this in the book. Napoleon says, before success comes in any man's life, which really would be anybody's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat. So think about it. Before success comes into any person's life, that person is sure to meet with much temporary defeat. Now, listen to that. There's the key. It's temporary defeat. Where most people would think of it's failure. Failure only happens when you quit. If you start something, you quit, you fail. But if in order for us to be able to become worthy or successful of whatever the endeavor we're going after, we're going to come across temporary defeat. Would you agree? Of course it is. We're going to get temporary defeat. I know I went through it several times, thousands of times, but I never quit. And that's why one of the laws and one of the principles in Think and Grow Rich is persistence. So here, he is sure to meet with temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and the most logical thing to do is quit. I love that. When defeat overtakes a man or a person, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. So look at that. The easiest and the most logical thing to do is quit. That is exactly what the majority of men do. So take the word men, put it into person, put it into woman, whatever you want to do, but it has the same concept of it. So before success comes into any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. And that is what the majority of men do. So I want you to think about this week. Yeah, maybe you didn't get that sale. Maybe things didn't go your way. Maybe you're having some challenge in your personal life. It isn't failure. And you might go through it temporarily. And that's really what it is. It's temporary defeat. You only fail when you quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. I want you to think about that this week. Because when you can put it in that type of perspective, knowing in the back of your mind, saying, this is just temporary defeat. It isn't failure, it's temporary defeat. And I choose not to surrender to nobody, and I will not quit. I will push through because I am more powerful. I have a powerful state of mind and a superior attitude.